Good morning, ladies and gentlemen in the Ninja Nation, where we talk about all things ninja all the time. Holy moly, can you believe it's almost November already? For ninjas, November is generally business planning month, and I'm going to walk through the ninja business planning steps for the next 5 weeks. The goal is to have your business plan completed before Thanksgiving. Why? Well, here are a couple of reasons. First, December may be the best month of the year for live flow. Hopefully, you're connecting with people during the holidays more than usual, so we want to be in a clear mindset, available for meaningful interactions. Getting your plan done helps unclutter your worrying, never-ending task list mind so you can be fully present during the holidays. Second, the beginning of the next year in real estate is really created in November and December. So the best way to jumpstart 2020 is doing the flow stuff in late 2019. So we're going to use all of the Ninja documents we introduced in your installation. And for many of you, your company is already doing exactly this same stuff, so this can be a reinforcement. If not, this process should yield a clear path to your fantastic success in 2020. If you want to watch a really great webinar that Larry Kendall did on this topic, here's the link. You can purchase it and watch it. It's called Make Next Year Your Best Year Yet, and it's really inspiring. So, step one is to decide what is most important to you, your true reason for being in the real estate business other than money. The amazing part about our business is that you can decide how much you want to make. Very, very few other businesses give you that opportunity. And instead of focusing on how much money you want to make, let's start by deciding why you want to make that money. What are you inspired to do with the money? Our belief is that your why is the rocket fuel for your real estate career. Do you remember the movie The Bucket List? Almost everyone I know can tell me one or two things that are on their bucket list. Now, you may remember that that movie was inspired by John Goddard, but he had a better idea. Instead of having a list to do before you kick the bucket, he suggested to have a list of life adventures instead, a life by design, or an on-purpose life. And we use the life list to get clear on why we're in this crazy and amazing business. So this week, let's do our life lists again. You may have done one recently in an installation, but even still, take another cut at it. The habit of visiting and revisiting your life list is an important one. Jeff Olson, if you read The Slight Edge, uses the simple process plan, do, review, and all 3 steps are essential. Now, you may remember we broke the list into 4 categories that coincide with Ford. Things that you are hoping for your family, what you would love to do in your occupation in this career. For us, it might be just more than production. You might want to be president of your board or serve as a director. The dreams part, number 3, dreams and recreation, is where you let your imagination take the reins and dream as big as you can. And finally, on the 4th quadrant, some people are dreaming about leaving a legacy, the to give portion. Maybe you have always dreamed about creating a foundation, or you want to be able to donate a certain amount of money to the charity of your choice. Fill in as many blanks as possible in each category. You might notice that items get on your life list and then get off because priorities change, and that's natural. Here's an idea. If you have a family that you live with, your own in your house, make a ceremony out of life list creation. Put a blank copy of the life list this week on your kitchen counter in full view and invite everyone in the household to add things to the list. Make it a collaborative adventure. Remember a few key things about making a life list. Number 1, if anything comes to your mind that you might like, write it down. This isn't a to-do list, it's a dream list. Number 2, if when something comes to mind that is big, if the little voice inside says, oh man, I can't do that, write it down anyway. The how is the dream vampire of the why. Number 3, give yourself some quiet space to do this. A slightly meditative mental space is a great place to be when you work on your life list. This is not in your best interest to rush this. And 4, this exercise is the creation of your on-purpose life. This exercise is the creation of your on-purpose life roadmap. Instead of leading an on-accident life, we want to transition into an on-purpose life. And finally, if you can't think of much, don't worry. This dreaming thing is a skill that improves over time. Whatever you think of is just fine. You might find that after you do this, 2 weeks later you think of things out of the clear blue. Write them down. Got it? So let's get your most current life list done this week. When you finish, pick one thing on there that you would love to get accomplished in 2020. Remember, this stuff works. We'll see you for step 2 next week.